Hello, myself Manan Sharma from CSE department, roll number 015. I have been assigned two programs. There's two questions, question number second and third for my assignment. So I'll begin with question number second. That is, develop a C++ program which accepts amount as integer and display total number of nodes of rupees 500, 100, 50, 20, 10, 5 and 1. For example, if a user enters a number 575, so it should be the output should be 500 rupees note 1, 51, 21 and 51. Okay, so let's move on to the program. Yeah. Uh, yeah, this is my program. So first is a header file that is has include iostream, which contains all the input output functions of the program. Then using namespace std int main, so we have to return a value. Okay, so I have initialized eight variables. First is amount, then rupees 500, rupees 100, rs50, rs20, rs10, rs5 and rupee 1. Okay, so now I am entering the amount from the user, that is C out into the amount, C in amount. Okay, so now as we can see, rs500 equals to amount divided by 500. So what we are doing over here is we are dividing 500 with the no we are dividing the amount which is entered by the user from 500, so it will give the number of times the amount, that is the number of times the 500 rupees is not. So if we divide like 5000 by 500, we'll get that 10 number of 500 rupees notes are there. Okay, so then now the second line is amount is equals to amount module 500. So the remainder will be saved in amount, and then the next is we have to calculate 100 rupees note. So that uh, amount is being divided by 100, so it will give us a 100 rupees note. So the left number is divided by 100 in a similar fashion as we did for 500 rupees note. So now the same is done for rupees 50 rupees note. Then the amount, then the remainder is taken in amount, then for 20 rupees, then for 10, 5 and 1. Okay, so now we are printing, that is if we have any 500 rupees note, it will print. For example, if we take 5000, it will have 10, so it will print 10. And the rest is also for the same, like 100 rupees note, 50 rupees, 20, 10, 5 and 1. Okay, so now, and we are using return 0 because we have used int main, and generally if we use int main, so generally if we are using int main, we return a value, that is generally we return 0 only. Okay, so now I'm going to run my program. Okay, it's asking me to enter amount. I am entering 555. So it is showing that I have a rupees 500 note. There is one rupees 500 note, then one is 50 rupees note, one is 5, and the others are 0 because if you total it, it will come to 555. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my second program, that is develop a C++ program which accepts days as integer and display total number of years and months and days in it. Also find the occurrences of the largest digit of a number when the user input data. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to accept days as integers and display total number of years and days in it. So we'll have to input a number, so it will count the total number of years, months and days, and the largest digit of the number and the occurrence of that number. Okay, for example, if we are taking 880, it will be 2 years, 5 months, 0 days, and the largest digit is 8, as we can see, and it is occurring 2 times. Okay, so let's move on to the coding. Yeah, so here also I'm going to declare the variables, that is gre, num, temp, ref, count, r1, and they all are of integer data type, and we are initializing 0 value for gre and count because they are going to be used in the program, and they don't have any constant value. Okay, so now I'm entering a number. I'll be asking the user, so scene enter number, any number, and I'm going to show that number into temp. Then in temp I am using two new variables to show the num. Then r equals to temp2 divided by 365. So it's going to divide the total number of days by 365, which will give us the years. Then temp2 equals to temp2 module 365. It will calculate the rest of the remaining days, and it will calculate the number of months, that is r1 equals to temp2 divided by 12. Then temp2 then we'll take the module of temp2, that is the rest of the remaining days, and we are going to calculate that is we are going to give it in temp2, that will be the number of days. So now we are using two while statements while temp is greater than 0. So if temp is greater than 0, rev equals to temp module 10. If rev greater than gre equals to rev. Okay, so if yeah, if rev is greater than gre, then the value of rev will be stored in gre, and temp will be equals to temp divided by 10. And we are going to use another while statement while temp1 is greater than 0, rev equals to temp1 module 10. If gre equals to rev, then count plus plus, so we'll use the increment operator over here. Then temp1 equals to temp1 divided by 10. Okay, so yeah, the first while loop is being used for finding the occurrences, and the second while loop is being used for printing the number of occurrences. So now we are going to use two cout statements for printing the output. That is, first for the years, the number of years, that is r, the r1 for number of months, temp2 for number of days, as we calculated in the above statements. Then we are going to calculate the greatest digit as it was asked from the uh, in the question, and the number of occurrences of that greatest digit. Then return 0 because we are going to use int main. So now I'm going to run my program. Okay, so it's asking enter a number. I'll enter 555 as I entered in my previous program. So it's showing 1 year, 15 months, and 10 days. Okay, so the greatest digit is 5, and the number of occurrences is 3, as you can see. Okay, so these two are the programs that were allotted to me, and the applications also, we have many applications. So in case of the first program, that is to calculate the number of notes, we can use it in business purposes or bank purposes. And the third one is we can use it in calendars, counting, and the number of days. And okay, so thank you for watching.